Okay, it's Mr. Controversy, moving with this urgency. Got these bammers dissing, who really done just learn from me. Hope they praying fervently, cause everything you sow you reap. Scared to let me free, I broke the chains and I'ma play for keeps. Product good at hard living, authentic talent, God-given. Oh, nigga, get some hard, will you? Break apart the system with this spoken words. They know the flow is vicious, never learn. When my kindred show me love, you know it's well deserved. Yeah, I'm blessed beyond belief, they thought I crash and burn. I shook the hornet's nest without getting stung. I'm battle tested, Aki scriptures got me through the slums. Now I'm chilling, son, praying that his will be done. Standing on this word, steady shining like a billion suns. Army of one, and if I chase them, they gon' still run. Double honors to the prophets and the fearless ones. Double honors to the prophets and the fearless ones. We shining like a billion suns. Hey, hey, hey. We must be the chosen ones. Hey, hey, praying that his will be done. Hey, hey. Lord, come get us out the slums. Who am I? The one that failed 7 times and got up. They wishing that I never tried. These devils know that they time's up. Repentance, this the product. Used to pick me out a lineup. Now the nation riled up. Reparations getting piled up. It's high times, let's mount up. Let's break bread and get a crowd some. The government just give us crumbs. It's our time, let's get it done. Sun rays on the billion. What's in the dark, revealing them. This bar game, titanium. The real ones, no fading them.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money. How to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farm. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions.
Let's go.
Revelation 5:5.
We gotta give one more, y'all.
Read the Bible. Who am I? I'm asking God if I'm just a sinner. Need identity, help me out. If I forgot, help me remember. World telling me that I'm black and a bunch of bywords after that. Shake 'em up, awake the nation. All my life I had to fight like Sophia. Keep your hands off me. They killing us in these streets. Just hashtagging and start the marching. Not me. I linked up with Nubreed. My iron sharpened. From the dust I was created. I speak the truth till I'm in the coffin. God is love. Jesus saved. Why they ain't tell us about the grave? New Testament say by grace. Why they ain't tell us about the past? Deuteronomy 28. They didn't teach that in Sunday class. Who am I? Where I come from? You the seed of Abraham. Christ said he only came for the lost sheep of Israel. All that time I spent the church, they never talked about Israel. Oh, it's Christmas. Oh, it's Easter. Paganism that they worship. Praise Yah, I've been convicted. False doctrine, get evicted. Shake them up, awake the nation. We've been scattered across the globe. Shake them up, awake the nation. True identity, we've been chosen. Shake them up, awake the nation. We the people that serve the book. We learned the truth and they got them shook.
Whole world looking twisted, shaking off the hinges. Need our laws and forgiveness. Must remind you with these fringes, they rules are getting stringent, so we moving so relentless. Look around, seeing lifeless faces. Shock 'em with defibrillators. Now they hearts are palpitating. Now the souls are levitating. Midst of all this devastation, idols steady falling down. Sacraments of desecration in the final jubilee. According to these calculations, this is blood before dishonor. Broken free from yoke and iron. Now these heathens cannot stop us. Put no God before the Father. Sending shockwaves to your chakra. We Yehuda, they imposters. Bow our heads and let us pray. Send your son with no delay. Make them pay for their crusades. Pour the pen out, this grenade. Somebody call ballistics, cause forensics almost on the way. Yeah, this off the Rick keep the scale. God's wrath, the earth will quake. They playing games. Triple H, mental war inseminate. The Bible's ours, let's litigate.
Shake 'em up, awake the nation. We've been scattered across the globe. Shake 'em up, awake the nation. True identity, we've been chosen. Shake 'em up, awake the nation. We the people that serve the book. We learned the truth and they got 'em shook. Rise up, oh, it's real. Rise up, oh, it's real. Rise up, oh, it's real. Rise up, rise up.
What's good, everybody? It's your brother Nubreed. And we coming through with another live stream. Y'all already know, man, it's a lot of talent on this end, man. Shout out to Shy Blood Before Dishonor. You know, that sister be snapping. Y'all make sure y'all follow her on all platforms. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. This particular message right here is going to be spirit-led, spirit-filled. It's going to be a lot of confirmation for you brothers and sisters out there. A lot of enlightenment. You know how we do on this side. You know, what we do is we really keep the energy up. We're staying motivated in these trying times. We know there's a lot of uncertainty out there. We know that, you know, there's a lot of spiritual warfare out there. And we built for this. We was born for this. And we in our season. We in our winning season. And it's an honor and a blessing to be able to come on this broadcast and kick it with y'all and really go into some scriptures, go into some verses and just ultimately chop it up. I see y'all rolling in. David Perez, what's going on? Joyce is in the building. William Council in the building. Denise McCoy, Jane Doe. Hello. What's good with everybody? Hopefully everybody is elevating. Look, these demons out here, they sense y'all's purpose. See, some of you all wondering why it seems like you've been targeted by gang stalkers, perpetrators, devils in disguise, those who are supposed to be close to you, those who are supposed to have your best interests at heart. You're wondering why you're dealing with a lot of betrayal. You're wondering why it seems like nobody really keeping it solid these days. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they can sense what you're going to become. And they know that the place that you're headed is something that's going to be a loss in the kingdom of darkness. They know it's going to be a huge loss. See, ladies and gentlemen, these demons, these jealous, spineless, backbiting, gossiping, weak entities out here. They're completely intimidated by what you're about to become because they can sense the greatness in it. Oh, they know they can sense it. Oh man, they got their panties in a bunch. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of people out there who are very much upset at your existence. Just your existence. Just the fact that you breathing, living. They can see the peace on you. They can see the tranquility on you. They know that you are shedding off the old person. They know that you are renewing your mind. And they have a problem with that. Why? Because misery truly loves company. And these snakes will reveal themselves. Look, the book of Psalms 37:12 says, the wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him For he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. I mean, they be snapping their teeth. Oh, this guy ain't all that. Why y'all like this person? Oh, this lady right here, she ain't all that. Why you gravitating towards that over there? Oh, let me, this person is just, this person ain't what they say they are. They ain't cracked up to who they are. And look, it's gnashing their teeth, snapping their teeth. And notice it says, the wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. It's talking about even grown men just snapping their teeth. Just snapping their teeth. Scoffing. Bothered. Irritated by your growth. Irritated by, what you got going on in your life. Can't seem to get tunnel vision on their own lives. They always worried about what you, brothers and sisters, got going on. What's up with that? It's a bad look. It's a horrible look. They be triggered on 1,000 just because you brothers and sisters are living set apart. Because you can stay in your own lane, do your own thing, and you're not too much worried about everybody else. You're worried about your relationship with the Creator. See, the scriptures tell you exactly what these people are on. But you got to understand that these people are demonic. The book of John tells us, and I'm looking down here reading my scriptures as well, but it says, if the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world will love its own. Because you are not of the world, I have chosen you out of the world. Therefore, the world hateth you. So people are going to hate. People are going to have their issues. People are going to feel a certain way. See, a lot of the times, brothers and sisters, the spirit that y'all carry remind them of what they lost. So a lot of people running around here on demon time that lost their soul, chasing materialism and vanity and what looks to be success, but they're miserable. What's the point of that? There's people out here, ladies and gentlemen, who seem to be doing better than some of y'all, but they still, for whatever reason, target you. How many of y'all by show of ones have seen that? And you wonder to yourself, like, why is the target me? I mean, I look at it like if somebody is enjoying their lives, they living good, they fruitful, they're at peace, they're content with themselves, they're happy, like a lot of people try to appear. Why would they be worried about y'all's walk, y'all's growth, y'all's development? What is that? Because it's spiritual. We battle not against flesh and blood, but wickedness and principalities. You got to understand that these people are being possessed. They are officially monitoring spirits, obsessed with God's righteous people, obsessed. Some of y'all see some of the things I deal with on social media. And in the background, a lot of people are laughing at it because, it's strange behavior. Y'all have seen people obsess over my platform. People I just ignore and don't even have no response for. And the more you ignore these type of demons, the more you ignore these type of individuals, the more obsessed they become. What's that? People wondering what's that about? Because they already know where you're headed. They already know where you're headed. They can sense it. They know it's a huge W coming. And so it's amazing because the example of how to handle it is exactly that. Ignore them. Ignore these miserable people. And understand it. Just what Conan Cloak said. We covered by the blood of Christ. We listen. When you are productive in your life and you got other things going on, you're not really concerned with these demons. You're not concerned with them, but you got to be aware and understand that there's a reason why they target you. See, what do the scriptures say? Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, you got to stay anchored in your purpose. Before we get into the scriptures, you got to stay anchored in your purpose. 1 John 4:4. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you. He that is in the world. It says, ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you, and he that is in the world. See, the light inside you overpowers every demonic presence around you. That's why they cannot find rest near your energy. A lot of them will be restless near your energy. See, we're victorious. That I like that. One coach says we are victorious, not victims. And that's what it is. We're victorious, not victims. And I want everybody to do me a solid. As you enter this broadcast, hit the like button. You know they like to shadow ban my platform. That's what they do because they know I'm telling the truth. And I'm not going to be doing these sucker vertical streams all the time to try to get some damn fake views. I'm not doing that. I'm right here with the people. Those vertical streams, you do them every now and then, but it's nothing but fake views at the end of the day. I want to talk to the people. I don't want a bunch of bots watching me. I don't want a bunch of saturated numbers. I don't want a bunch of fluff. So if you rocking with the platform, y'all gonna have to like. Y'all gonna have to share my material. The likes gotta match the views because they suppress truth channels. If you're not on here talking about celebrity gossip, then they're not trying to push you. But we got real subjects to talk about because it's getting real out here. So do y'all's part. And y'all doing good with the likes so far, but keep them going. Yeah, I don't want to be all up in those shorts algorithm all the time. So let's run it up. Let's keep it concrete, keep it solid. Let's not be molded to fit YouTube's new thing they trying to push. No, I'm not going to do that. I want real people watching me. I don't care if it's 20 real people watching. Yep. Because you know how we do. We do real events. We show up in real life. And speaking of that, let me shout out all my business partners, man. We're gonna have a meeting tomorrow night. We're gonna do it tomorrow night around 7 p.m. Sunday night, 7 p.m. The whole team. If y'all watching, spread the word throughout the Telegram group, the whole team. We got to come together and we got to chop it up. So, try to make it there. Try to make it there. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Darkness can't rest around those of the light. They're restless. See, they're on this dummy mission to do all they can do to try to destroy your path, your walk. But it's asinine because it's ineffective. It's ineffective. Let me see here. Yep, somebody says, them fools need to quit making videos about you and getting mad because we pull up to shut them down. Yeah, you don't even got to pull up. Let them talk. Let them talk. Because we got motion in real life, not just on YouTube. Let them talk. Because I could tell you right now, there's a reason why. There's a reason why that they're so obsessed and fixated, because there's greatness over here. There's absolute greatness. Now, I'm gonna say this. Let me go to these scriptures. Let me go to these scriptures. Hold on real quick. Yep. Luke 10:19. Behold,
I give you the power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing by any means shall hurt you. See, you've been given authority over these demons. They might recognize you, but they can't overpower you. I said they may recognize your greatness, where you're going, the will of the Father, your purpose. They'll recognize you because they can sense it, but they can't overpower you. First of all, they don't know how blessed you brothers and sisters are. And I can tell you right now, these folks, when it comes to me that's on the internet talking, they have no idea how blessed the position that I'm in. They have no idea, because I don't get on here bragging. I don't get on here doing any of that. When I put my messages out, I'm doing it by choice, not out of survival. That's the difference. I'm not on here doing this out of survival, speaking to the people. Why? Because I got other things going on that I'm very successful at in my life. This is just one part of the ministry. This is just one part of the work. I'm not on here in desperation. So my message is authentic. Yeah, they on here out of survival mode. I'm telling you that right now. You know, they'll do whatever they can do. I'm on here because the Most High gave me a word. James 2:19, thou believest that there is one God, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. What do that mean? Even demons know who God is. That's why they tremble when the spirit in you moves. That's why they restless. That's why they can't stop night and day trying to tear down y'all's purpose and y'all's mission. Why they hold grudges. Why you become the centerpiece of their lives. Why you always in the middle of their mind. Don't respond to them losers. Those are losers. Don't respond to those devils and demons out there, because they feed off energy. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, to come a time in life where people can't tell the difference between you and the fools if you continue having wars and battles and with fools. Fools. Low-based people. Some of y'all go to the workplace, you mind your business, you stay in your lane, you do what it is you do. And for whatever reason, your name constantly being brought up because they see your greatness. They know you standing on your square. Look. Let me go to the scriptures here. Psalms 1:11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. See, even when the enemies plot, heaven protects and guards God's people. See, they falling into their own traps, condemning themselves through their own words. And see, these are gang stalkers. This happens on social media. This happens in your communities. This happens at the workplace. Understand that these people are just setting their own traps, making their own bed that they're going to have to lay in. It's best that you spare your words, understanding how powerful words are. Yeah. Look, let's go to these scriptures here. 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. See, your strength isn't physical, it's spiritual. Your prayers, discernment, obedience, that's what's going to get you through. Even though a lot of us warrior priests out here, we can deal with it physically too. Don't get it twisted. But a lot of the time, them cowards don't want that. Them cowards don't want that type of attention. But you got to keep it on a spiritual side. You got to keep it that way. Oh, they think because we in this truth that we not built to defend ourselves and defend our honor. That's what they think, right? Let me see. Tamika Buckley says, I asked myself the same thing. The narcissist following me on different content, making himself known, subscribing. Also, he is sick. See, a lot of y'all dealing with that. Yeah. Let me see here. Let's see. Let's read some of these comments here. Hold on one moment. Let me make sure they. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all right now. Psalms 27:2. When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. It says, though an host shall encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. They'll come for you, but they're going to fall. They're going to fail. They don't affect anything, ladies and gentlemen. That's what listen, peace is your weapon. Peace is your weapon. Let me see here. Somebody says, but they are not random. They are gang stalkers. That's a fact. A lot of times they are gang stalkers. I want to go to Romans 8:31. What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? No demon, no hater, no scoffer, no troll. Man, the Most High is with us. Who can be against us? Nobody. I said nobody. What are we talking about? See, a lot of times, brothers and sisters, when you have these demons targeting you, your faith is being tested to see if you pass the test. And what's passing the test? Remaining obedient to the Most High. Keeping things class personified, doing what it is you do. Stay steadfast in truth. Romans 8:31. What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? Watch this. Proverbs 28:1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. See, that's why they can't rest. Their own spirits are tormented. While you standing in the light, their wickedness shows why they can't rest, why they obsessed with brothers and sisters in the truth, why they worry, why they bother with it, why is everything you say important to them, why everything you do important to them? Because they can sense the greatness. They can sense it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to stream live very long. Of course, I got more material coming. We're going to be streaming live here periodically out through in the day. There's a lot going on. I'm going to be giving you different content, mixing it up. And y'all going to be seeing me, active. I'm back to YouTube. So now, I'm rebuilding back on here. And I got more coming, right? Hey, look, one love to y'all. Y'all stay blessed out there. Shalom. Peace.